Welcome to another episode of My Principal Perspective. Today I would like to share with you some information regarding social media and some tools in which parents and guardians, loved ones, anybody interested can look into some of the avenues of social media. Social media is one of my all-time favorite things. As you can tell by my Principal's Perspective webpage, I have a Twitter feed on my webpage. Twitter is a great resource for social media, but like all good things, when used in a negative way, it can be pretty harmful, both to the individual and to whomever or whatever the post that a person tweets about. So I want to walk you through just a real basic about getting to know how to use Twitter. Twitter's website is twitter.com, as you see here. Now I'm already logged in, I have an account, so you see what I see when I open up my Twitter. Twitter is really my source of news. It's also my source of networking, and I believe a number of people use this resource in that manner. However, there are some times when students use Twitter for a way to negatively impact a peer, and sometimes those are situations that are also brought into the schoolhouse. We do our best to help intervene in any types of these situations, but one way that we thought we need to reach out a little bit more is with parents and guardians. So I want to walk you through here just a little bit. When you go to Twitter, you'll see right up here there is a search. Now, if you know your child's Twitter account or Twitter handle, as you'll notice my Twitter handle is @GigMckay, then you can just search right up there. If you do not, then just type in their name. I'm going to put my niece Jessica in here and see if she has a page. She does not. This Jessica Hainline is not my Jessica Hainline. So I'm going to check and see if my brother has a Twitter page. Nope. My brother's pretty athletic, but he was never a Bowling Green linebacker and captain. So nothing there for John. Try my other brother. Nope. DJ Layson. Nope. Not the same guy. I'm going to try my mom. Oh. Beth Hainline. Now my mom is Beth Joy Hainline. So here I found my mom. I'm going to go ahead and click on her. Then any tweets that your student or your loved one has posted will show up on this page. Now it looks like my mom has only got one tweet so far, which is fantastic, but it's from December 10th. This one here, it's pretty easy. It looks like she was looking for some type of prize. Way to go, Mom. Hope you don't mind I've included you in my podcast. I'm going to put myself back in here. Then you can see what my latest tweets are. All right, if you look here, my latest tweet was actually a reply to our technology integrationist, Jessica Finsel, who is extremely helpful. And so that's what this @ means, is I actually had a conversation via Twitter to her. And then we also used a hashtag for snow day. So if you click on where then you get this line here that says view conversation, Jessica gave me some props that for another video that I made for our teachers as we prepare for Iowa assessments. So I just thanked her and then told her I hope that I'm able to get the one regarding social media done today. And this is posted to anyone who follows us, who can see us. Then you'll notice I've got another number of other conversations that I had. But what I use Twitter the most as far as for my tweets are for AHS positives, for game results. We don't do as good of a job as the AHS Needle of posting stats, but I try at times. I do use it though. For instance, we had a snow day today, which is why I was able to have some time to get this podcast done. So that's where this tweet was, and so anybody who follows me was able to see that tweet. You can also just search and look for all kinds of information. You can go through who I follow, who my followers are, and you've noticed just by clicking your mouse on those tabs, you'll get to see these are all the individuals that I follow. And that's on the side here. I have a number of organizations that I follow, individuals, other educators that I follow. Great source of information. Individuals who follow me, and this is important too because there are times, especially when young people are becoming familiar with Twitter, sometimes they get followers that maybe not be the best followers. And this is where you would see sometimes on Dateline, really making sure you know who your children are communicating with. This is one way you can see who follows their account. In my account, you can see there are a number of individuals that follow me, but I do not follow them. And then you can see the ones that I do follow. In here, I also have the opportunity to block anybody from following me. So let's see. I'm going to try and find somebody that I can block real quick and then add back in, just so that way you can see. Actually, I don't know who this Sal Kalani is, the comedian, truth teller, lactose intolerant Italian. He's following me, but I'm not sure that I'm really all that comfortable in having him follow me. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and block Sal Kalani. Now, he can't see my tweets anymore. So it's very easy to manipulate this system for your account. Other things I can do is I can send a tweet to that individual. I can send a direct message. I can add or remove, and then again block. If it is something, because there are times that I have gotten some followers that were completely inappropriate. And so not only do I block them, but then I also report that account to Twitter. If you are noticing anything that is completely inappropriate by an organization or an individual that is tweeting, please know that, and this is a tool that we have used, is we have contacted Twitter and reported inappropriate tweets. And we have done that on a number of occasions. So do not hesitate if there's something that you think is really inappropriate to be posted out there for the whole world to see. Don't hesitate to do so. One other item that I want to talk with you about that is very important to Twitter is this article that I printed off. It's from November 13th, 2013. It's an article from the New York Times. And especially as students are gaining more of a digital presence, there's more ways that other organizations, especially prospective employers, prospective colleges and universities, they check out individuals in their social media accounts, whether it's Twitter, like we're covering here, Facebook. I know I have checked Facebook for prospective employees. Instagram, that's still fairly new, and there is some that is being researched on that as far as how many employers are going into it. Colleges, though, when you look at this article by Natasha Singer, they are getting more and more selective into who they admit into their colleges and universities and who they award scholarships to. So please do your best. If it's not something that a person would say to another individual's face, I use as guidance, then it shouldn't be posted on Twitter. Digitally, it doesn't go away. You know, people can make screenshots of tweets, which we've had happen. There's all kinds of negatives that can put a person at risk if they allow themselves to be portrayed in that manner. Again, social media is fantastic. It is one of my favorite resources that we have in the digital world. Twitter especially, it's where I get my news. But I really want to make sure that people are using it responsibly and they are not putting themselves at risk or putting other people at risk. So I hope that this has at least given you just kind of a brief introduction to what Twitter is and how it can be used well, and how maybe some things to avoid when posting on Twitter. If you have any questions at any time, I'm by no means an expert, but I am more than happy to help problem solve for any of you. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of my Principals podcast on Principals Perspective. I wish you all the best. Take care.